Hey guys, Ed over here at FICM Repair. So, this comment, it's like, hey, we had another video about, hey, derivations of our FICMs over the years, differences in how they looked, all this kind of stuff, right? What I would tell you is that to this guy's comment here, it says, hey, yeah, I must have a really ancient one. Yeah, you do actually, and it's still going strong. That doesn't surprise me, guys. As long as if you get like our Ultra Ficum with it, which is a remanufactured Ficum, so it's like you're starting over, pushing the magic reset button on life on all of it. You're not just repairing whatever's broken, is what I'm trying to say. There's like a dozen different ways that these silly things go bad. So it's like, oh my goodness. But if you go ahead and you take care of your FICM, you go ahead and you even if it's not our FICM, just saying, you got good batteries, good grounds, you've got a properly sized alternator. You see my videos on the alternators, you picked up a properly sized alternator, hopefully for me, just saying. And a properly sized alternator is one that in a warm climate does not less than 130 amps at cold idle, and in a cold climate not less than 190 amps again at cold idle. So recognize that alternator companies are just marketing companies, right? There's companies out there, oh, it's a 480 50 gajillion amp alternator. What's it do at idle? That's all I care about. That separates the wheat from the chaff, the men from the boys. Granddad's technology from the new stuff. No disrespect to Granddad, just they just didn't know any better then. So, at any rate, that's the story. And so, if you go ahead and you keep your batteries up, you keep your alternator solid, your FICM's going to last you forever. That said, you could find it interesting to note that not everyone's good about returning their cores to us, and so we have relationships with boneyards all over the place, and so we're getting these units in by the pallet from the boneyards, and you'd expect the vast majority of those to be a-okay, and I'm here to say like 95% of them have a problem. So it's like, holy bucket, so it's costing you fuel economy without even knowing. In fact, all kinds of times we get comments from people back, and this has been your experience. Put your comment in there so folks don't think I'm lying. It's like, yeah, I set my FICM off preventatively. Happens all the time. Preventatively to FICM repair. Had the ultra service done, just didn't want to have a problem. I already had the Atlas 40 tune, say, so there's no tuning difference. And they're like, holy crap, man, my truck just runs better. I'm getting better fuel economy now. And so, yeah, because there was something wrong with your FICM from before, you just didn't know. And I hate to tell you that. I mean, I don't want to steal from you. I so don't. But it's just the truth of it. Also, you might hear guys saying, oh, yeah, I got that Atlas 40 FICM tune. That's awesome. I'm getting like 8 miles to the gallon better. Not from the tune, you're not. Just know. If you're getting 5, 6, 7, 8 miles to the gallon better, it's because your FICM was toast. And so it's like, oh my goodness. So just think about the truth of all that for how the world works and whatnot, and go from there. So, if your FICM hasn't been serviced by a shop that works on the logic side and the power side and preventatively takes care of all of the issues, I guess what I would tell you is that there's something wrong with your FICM 9 times out of 10 at least. That said, if your FICM has been to us already, just like this gentleman right here, it's probably still working just great because we bolster the components, use better components where better ones are available. Obviously, we're not manufacturing diodes and resistors and capacitors and whatnot, but we use the best of the best that's available, and in a whole lot of cases, that's better than the OEM chose originally. So if that's interesting, so you end up with a more reliable, more robust unit. And so if reliability is the name of the game, it's camping season. It's June 2025 as I shoot this video, and you're out there with your family. You don't want to destroy the family vacation, and you got 2 nickels to rub together because you don't want to have to rub quarters together when the tow truck shows up to pull your truck with the RV attached, right? Think about getting an alternator. Think about hopping over to Sam's Club, as we've talked about, and getting batteries. If you really just need the thing to work, hop on our site and buy the Odysseys. They're freaking amazing. Holy buckets. They're on the edge of 13 years old actually, and still putting out current equivalent to brand new. I mean, holy wow, that's astounding to my head. So if this is you and reliability is the name of the game, clean up your grounds, get that NOx ID product off our site, the electrically conductive grease. It's the exact opposite of dielectric. Get the alternators taken care of. Pick up a serpentine belt. Pick up a tensioner if yours has got more than 130,000 miles on it. Please don't buy some overpriced pulleys for the idler pulleys. Take a look at just buy the bearings from us. You can press out the old, press in the new, start over there. No sense in wasting money on bearings. But get the tensioner because the spring likes to lock up because it's Ford. I don't even care if it's a Tempo and F-150, the springs lock up. I have no idea why. I just know that it is. So you got more than 130,000 miles, get that done. If you got more than 5 years on your serpentine belt, get that done. But then, think about sending your FICM off preventatively and getting that thing taken care of, or just getting one on exchange. Either way, push the magic reset button on life and move on. And if you don't have a properly sized alternator, consider getting a properly sized alternator from us or somebody else. Obviously, we want your business, but whatever. I just want you on the side of the road, having your lunch or something, not at the side of the road with your truck being down. So I want you on the road, not off to the side of it. I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you feel the truth of that. All we want is to help you. Please let us. We will. All right? Great comment. Appreciate you so very much. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Take care, guys.